Hello, welcome to the Keto Pregnancy and Breastfeeding channel. Today we're going to be talking about fertility. We have a lot of women who come to our page who are trying to conceive or dealing with infertility, and they have heard amazing things about the ketogenic diet and how it's getting the best results with fertility. It's one of the best fertility tools. So they are coming to us trying to figure out what's going to happen once they get pregnant and how they're going to make that transition and stick with their healthy diet. So if that is you, we're going to talk to you today. There's lots of great research out there about why ketogenic is so great for fertility, but today I want to share with you how to do it, what's going to be different about doing a ketogenic diet for fertility as opposed to using it in other seasons of your life. In this season, when you're trying to conceive, there are very specific things that you want to do and not do with your keto diet, and that are going to help you to be successful in actually following through with it. So whether you've done your own research and are using this as a tool because you've found that it's amazing, or whether you're working with a fertility specialist who has recommended or prescribed the keto diet for you to increase your success, either way, we're going to help you with the how to get it done. So let's get this out of the way and dive right in. Keto for fertility. So we're going to go over how to do keto specifically for fertility in 10 easy steps. First of all, by the way, my name is Holly Garcia. I run a Facebook page that supports keto pregnancy and breastfeeding women. We have over 17,000 members, and it's growing rapidly with the popularity of this diet right now. We support moms to help them during this season of pregnancy and breastfeeding and all the nuances that come along with that, doing the keto diet or a low-carb diet, any low-carb restrictive diet. I've been helping women, moms specifically, with their family's wellness since 2013, and I myself have had a successful keto pregnancy, and I started the ketogenic diet while I was breastfeeding. I breastfed through my keto pregnancy and was keto all the way through, and I'm now breastfeeding that baby, and I'm still on the keto diet. So I'm going to share my experience as well as the experience and tips and hacks that we've gained from all the women in our support group. So first step to keto infertility is getting started. My tip is to dive in. Just pull the Band-Aid off and get going on your keto diet. There are some people that you will find out there that will recommend that you slowly transition into keto. Specifically for fertility, I don't think that's the best plan. I think the best plan is to just commit. Start making keto meals, go through your house and throw everything away, and dive right in. You want to shorten the time that you have to deal with all that transition, so you start reaping the benefits right away. My second tip is to keep it simple. Oh my gosh, there are so many keto products out there now. Anything that says keto on it, whether it's a shake, a pill, a powder, a food, now there's all kinds of packaged foods. You don't need it. Keto is really simple to do as a diet. What's difficult about it isn't the diet itself and the foods. So don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. Keep it simple. Stick to meats and vegetables. Next tip is batch cook. Oh, batch cooking. This has saved me. If you're a mom already and trying to conceive your next child, or if you're trying to conceive your first, life is only going to get more complicated with a baby, and batch cooking was my savior. I was spending so much time cooking meals every day, sometimes 3 meals a day, because breastfeeding makes you hungry and pregnancy sometimes makes you really hungry, and all the prepping, shopping, doing dishes, it was so time consuming. And once I learned how to do batch cooking, where you cook multiple meals at one time and have them all batched, ready to go. You can stick them in the freezer. You can have them in the fridge. It's different than meal prepping. It saved me so much time, and it has made sticking to this so much easier. And it makes it so that I always have something in my fridge, in my house, ready to go that I can quickly get to when plans change or kids don't cooperate with your plans and then you get all messed up. I have something that's good to go that I can grab and have ready in a matter of minutes. Next is increase your nutrients. So there's a lot of people on the keto diet that will tell you you don't need supplements. It's so nutrient dense, the food that you're eating, that your, supplements or vitamins are not necessary. But this is not the season for that. If you're trying to conceive, your nutrient requirements are very high, and if you're just transitioning to the keto diet and as a means to try to conceive, then maybe you probably haven't been getting the nutrients you need from the old way you were eating, like you will begin to get on this diet. But we want to set you up for success, and we want to make sure that your body is packed full of the nutrients that you need. So I recommend that you do take a micronutrient complex. That's going to be a multivitamin that is in a whole food format or very bioavailable so that your body can actually absorb those nutrients. It's great to take a probiotic so that your gut's able to absorb the nutrients that you're eating, and even a digestive enzyme, especially because you're changing over what you're eating. Your body might need a little bit more help to break that food down, to be able to extract nutrients. All those things are going to be really supportive in getting everything working as quickly as possible the way it needs to work. So prepping, once you start your diet, you want to make sure as soon as you start that you're really getting your electrolytes in. I focus on salt, potassium, and magnesium. You need extra electrolytes on the keto diet. I'm sure you've already heard about that. The way you want to take them, you can eat liver or other organ meats to make sure that you're getting enough potassium. You can track your potassium intake with an app like Chronometer. I am a busy mom, and during pregnancy, if you get pregnant right away, I couldn't eat liver, and I'm still not that good at eating liver, so I supplement my potassium. You have to start slowly. I use potassium citrate powder. I mix it into water so that it's very safe, easily absorbed. I make sure I don't take too much, and that way I am staying hydrated, avoiding the keto flu as I'm transitioning. Next, cut caffeine. I know it's hard to hear, no one likes it, and some people even think that bulletproof coffee is a requirement for the keto diet. It is definitely not a requirement. It's not even a good use of your calories, no matter what reason you're doing the keto diet. But specifically for trying to conceive, caffeine raises cortisol levels, and we want to minimize stress as much as possible, especially if you're dealing with something like PCOS or any insulin sensitivities or issues. Caffeine is going to exacerbate those, and you want to cut it out so that your body's happy. Next, reducing toxins. So we all know that our whole world is a big toxic environment, and we come in contact with so many toxins throughout the day that really our body has to work hard to filter out and keep our systems clean. This can be an overwhelming topic. I mean, when I first became pregnant, I remember reading all the things, all the blogs, all the books about what you're not supposed to use and things you're supposed to avoid now that you're pregnant, especially putting things that you put on your body, your skin, household products, and candles, and basically everything I had in my house. It was so overwhelming that I thought, well, I can't get rid of all of these things, so I'm just gonna, I guess everything is harmful, so I get rid of nothing and change nothing about my routine. I don't want you to do that. I want you to be really successful, so I recommend that you take simple steps to remove, just remove things, replace things one by one in your household and your routine. Luckily, the things I use work much better now than traditional products I was using before, so it has been a win-win. Okay, when you really want to cultivate the soil to make sure that you're really successful with your fertility, a great thing to work on is reducing stress, especially if you don't have food as a stress management tool anymore. So you can't just grab a treat at the store when you've had a bad day and you don't want to deal with it. That's not really an option when you're doing the keto diet. You have to eat the food that you have prepared, and it's not, you need different tools for managing stress, and mostly that's going to be in the form of self-care or switching out other behaviors instead of going to food or drinks. It's going to be important for you to do that, especially because stress is only going to manifest itself in different ways now that you're going to be pregnant and having another baby around. Next step is to stop exercise. Ooh, but you just told me to reduce stress. And a lot of people probably thought in your head, like, ooh, exercise is a healthy way to manage stress, which is totally true. Mentally, exercise is great for you, but unfortunately, it is, exercise does stress your body out. It is a form of stress on your body physically. And when you're trying to conceive, we're still trying to minimize that. So a lot of people want to lose weight during this time, and that's why they're doing keto. They think if I do keto, I'll lose weight and that'll help me conceive. But that can't be your priority right now. Your priority when you're trying to conceive is helping your body to be not under stress, not have too many toxins, not be too inflamed. We're reducing all those things to increase chances for fertility. Usually weight loss will be a side effect of taking these steps like the ketogenic diet, but exercise is going to counteract what your goal is right now. So this is a time to take a break, to focus instead on other self-care and other stress management techniques, and kind of put exercise to the side for a while, especially while you transition over to the keto diet, because that already is going to be a little bit stressful on your body. Next, join your partner. This is my last tip. It's so good. Join your partner. It takes two to tango. So doing the keto diet is going to be amazing for your partner as well. It helps balance their hormones. It helps increase their fertility. And doing it together is going to give you a support system and accountability, and it's going to be really helpful to do it together anyways. So both of you should be getting healthier anyway and supporting each other, and it's a really great thing to do together. So those are my 10 tips for how to do keto for fertility. Now, since you've heard these 10 tips, usually you're going to fall into one of 3 different categories. If you're the first person and you're just still taking a look, you're still figuring out if this is right for you, if keto is the way to go, if it's something you're really going to be able to implement in your life, or maybe you're still researching if this is the best diet. I don't have a lot of information on my channel about whether or not keto is right for you. There's a lot of good information that's out there now, and I'll definitely put some links below so you can check out some of the other channels that have a lot of the research and information about what makes it so beneficial. But if you're the second type of person and you think this is right for you, you do want to implement it, but you're kind of the type of person that likes to figure out things for yourself. I've been there and I've done that. I could not find a lot of information out there from people or moms who had stayed keto during their pregnancy. So when I was pregnant, even with my second kid, and I was trying to do paleo or keto or low carb, I could not. All the people I found out there were like, I love keto and I do keto all the time, but I had to stop while I was pregnant, or I couldn't stick to paleo during my pregnancy because of my morning sickness or because of what other issues they had. So I didn't find a lot of help out there. I had to figure it out the hard way, and luckily now that I've figured it out, I've been able to help other moms, and I've found other moms in our support group who were successful doing it. So we have a lot of information about how to be successful now. But if you like to go ahead and figure it out or kind of just take your own path, definitely follow us on Instagram, join our support group, take a look around our channel or our blog, and get as much information as you can. If you're the third person and you are like, I'm in, I'm doing this, I'm going to conquer this, I'm going to make it happen, and I'm going to get success real quick. I want the straight shot. I want to get as much help as possible. Then you're probably the number 3 person. And we do have more help available. We have a webinar that we do, or personal consults that are done over Messenger. We don't have as many fertility webinars to do, but even if there's not one available right now, you can send me a message with the word fertility and we'll set up a consult to do over Messenger. What we do during our consult or webinars is, first of all, we go over what your goals are, whether it's fertility, doing keto for fertility, in your case, likely. I have you tell me what difficulties you're having getting started or concerns that you have, and I'll show you what other mamas have learned to help with those. And then there are different levels of support that you would be wanting, and we'd give you those options and guidance. I'd give you all my tips, the products I use to make stress management, better sleep, quitting coffee, dealing with sugar cravings, all the tricks and products that we use to smash those and make it really easy so that this diet is simple and is easy to stick to. I would give you those options. And then you would leave that webinar or consultation with a complete lifestyle overview so that you'd be able to go ahead and start your daily routine, your personalized plan, and you can join the support networks that we have to do that as well. Okay, so I'll definitely put all the information down below in the links so you can decide whether you're the first person, the second person, or the third person. You can find the link to get the information, the extra information that you need. And otherwise, if you're on your own, best of luck to you in your fertility journey and with your keto diet. Thanks so much.